Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of the Magic the Gathering Facebook group Cockatrice videos. This is episode 4, I guess, as I mentioned. Today I'll be playing with Bant Control, a recent list from Star City Games St. Louis. I'm sure many of you have seen these control lists over the time and as they've developed. I have been playing American Miracles recently in FNMs, and although it's good enough to get me a top 8, I feel like there is something missing from it. And especially in the mirror matchup, I've been having a little trouble getting mana, and which is very important when you're playing Control v Control. So this deck especially utilizes cards like Farseek and a little bit of mana ramp, just so that way it can get a little bit ahead of its opponent, especially in the mirror match. Today I'll be playing Joe Radinsky. I have no clue what he's playing, as usual. So we're going to go ahead and roll here, and we'll see what happens. Alright, well, a 4 is not very good, but oh well. So, a couple more things about the deck. Basically, I guess the main win conditions are me playing Angel of Serenity, which I actually happen to like a lot. Normally it's seen more in Reanimator lists, but this one's playing a couple of them, so I actually like that a good amount. Okay, so let's talk about this keep here. In the last video, the Bant Hexproof list, I pretty much snap-keeped all my decisions. Hold on, he's going too fast. Alright, anyway, so let's talk about the mulligan real quick. In this case, because I am playing Control, I do want to keep this, just because I'm hoping to draw into action, and I don't want to miss my land drops. Even though I do have Farseek, I think this is an okay hand to keep. Playing a turn 3 Centaur Healer isn't actually that bad. Get me up a little bit of life. Let's just hope we can draw into some action here. So, we're going to go ahead and keep here. Okay, so alright, so I guess I'm probably just gonna go turn 1 Olive Fountain and see what happens. Selesnya Guildgate, that's kind of budget, but I guess he's actually playing something realistic, which is kind of good. Maybe Selesnya mid-range. That might be fun to play against. I haven't really gotten to play against that too much lately, so. Okay, so as I mentioned before, we can actually get going pretty quickly. We'll Farseek here. I actually don't really need anything in particular. I'll probably just get another Hollow Fountain to make sure. This list is actually a little peculiar to me. Only because I found that if you're running 4 Farseek, you can probably get away with not running as many of these Shocklands. But this is running almost a full playset of each, if not a full playset. I'm not entirely sure. So for example, if you can Farseek to get one of these Shocklands, the rest of your lands should be fine. You can fix your mana accordingly. This is playing a lot of them, which makes you take unnecessary damage in the beginning. Okay. Axebane Guardian. Okay, so I have no clue what's going on, but yeah, I have no clue what's going on. My guess is he might be playing Defender Mill, which was a recent deck list that I just saw on online. That's one of the things I could think of. Otherwise, I have no clue. So we'll just go Centaur Healer, gain some life, pass. I'm not really that concerned. If he is playing Mill, basically how the combo works is, I mean, I haven't seen blue yet, so let's not assume he's playing the combo. Let's just assume he's using it for mana. But there's an infinite combo in Magic now where you can use defending creatures to mill. Okay, so Sigarda, that's good. That's really good, actually. Okay, so Sphinx's Revelation is really good, too. I don't think he's playing counter magic, so I'll probably just put this Cavern of Souls on Angel, just so I can guarantee that my Restoration Angel can be played, as well as the Angel of Serenity later on. There we go. So if I play Tamiyo, she'll go to 5. Sigarda will just kill it right away. So I think what I'm going to do here is just pass the turn. and then I can end a turn Restoration Angel my Centaur healer, which in theory will only allow me to lose 2 life from the Sigarda, as opposed to 5. Okay. Also, a good thing is, you notice he only has 2 cards in hand, so I'm not really feeling like too much of a threat coming on, but I mean, this could be bad for me, I don't know. I think that Restoration Angel, Sphinx's Revelation, will in turn... Oop, there we go. Make things better for me. So, alright. Just flashing my Restoration Angel there, gain some life back. I don't feel like it's too early to use that, because over time, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. I want to try and not race the Sigarda, but I want to make sure that I could actually hold it off, so gain a little bit of life here and there. I'm guessing, I have no clue what he's doing. Restoration Angel shenanigans? My guess he goes Restoration Angel, Flash Sigarda. I don't really like that, but I don't really have a choice. So, yeah. And he kills both my creatures. Yep. So I'm just trying to think here. Again, the Azorius Charm in this deck I'm a little bit against or biased towards Azorius Charm. I actually like Azorius Charm a little bit more, only because of its versatility. Right now, because there's so many creatures with Enter the Battlefield effects, I think that Azorius Charm, putting it on top, doesn't really allow me to gain full advantage, and it just lets them use the ability again. Let's see, I am at 21 though. I think I just go tap land here and pass. Again, I still don't want to play the Tamiyo until I can hit a board wipe. That would be really nice. So we'll see. I think he actually is going to eventually have game on board. Unfortunate for me, but that's kind of the way it is. I ran right into that Restoration Angel without hesitation. So I mean, I do have 3 Supreme Verdicts in here, so hopefully I can get there. We'll see though. So that's 8 damage. And there you go, 8 damage. Alright. I'll probably just cantrip my Azorius Charm, just because tap my mana efficiently. Alright. Still nothing. Not the best right now. I'm actually tempted. So 1, 2, this is 8, 9, 10 damage. I'm probably tempted here just to go Tamiyo, draw 2, but I think instead what I'll do is Sphinx's Revelation for 4, and that way I can only take 4 damage next turn. So we'll just go ahead and pass here. I mean, you notice I've been holding the Tamiyo a lot in my hand. I don't really find it that effective because Sigarda just kills it right away, and I only get to tap down a Restoration Angel. At one point, I was thinking I could play and tap down his Axebane Guardian, but he doesn't have that many defenders. So I'm kind of confused why that card's actually in here. Maybe I guess he's not hitting defenders. Oh, there you go. There's one more. Sure. And we're gonna do it right here. So, despite the non-picture, this is a Sphinx's Revelation. So I'm gonna pick up 4 life, take 8, and go to 9. So that's good. I picked up the Supreme Verdict I want, so now I can just blow them out here. The only thing I'm a little worried about, I guess I'm really not worried about anything. So we're just gonna go land, kill your stuff, and just tap match. There we go. Let's see what he's got. Well, that was nice. Unfortunately, he can't end a turn Restoration Angel either, so I'm probably just going to go Garrick here, make a puppy. That's probably the better play. So I actually made, it's not really that many adjustments, but I did make a couple modifications. For one, I did add the Wolf to the deck, or the Garrick Relentless. I kind of like it a little bit more because it doesn't make me rely so much on my Supreme Verdicts. I can actually fight other little creatures. Plus, I can just make a crap load of blockers because people are playing, you know, things like Terminus and stuff like that, where it's almost irrelevant if I lose these tokens. So Trostani, whenever another creature gain life. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna keep going on the land plan. I think I'll just go 5 Tamiyo, tap down. So like now at this point, I've kind of established a better base for myself. We're gonna go. I think now it becomes a little bit less of a control deck. I mean, it is control because I have Planeswalkers out, but I almost don't care anymore what I'm doing. So I'll just tap out. I'm not gonna try and front mana for counter spells or anything like that. Go tap. Why won't you tap? Okay. Okay, so we'll go to attackers. Bam, getting in there. Oh, let's see. So I guess at this point, I'll probably just make another token. Probably the best play here, and just end my turn. I don't actually know what he can do at this point. He can't even play Sigarda because he only has 4 lands. I guess now he can play Sigarda. Nope. We will see. I can't imagine really what he's playing. I mean, I think this is I thought it was a traditional Selesnya deck, but I was hardly mistaken when I started to see defenders and stuff like that, so. Probably just go tap Hallowed Fountain. Tap that again. Make a dog. Start up the combats. Yep. And we're just going to end. So if I can just keep Trostani tapped, I'm not worried that much. An end of turn, not Baneslayer, Restoration Angel might be a problem, but okay, Sigarda's fine. So he's at 12. Restoration Angel's not particularly good in this case. I just have wolves, so we're just going to keep going. Tapped land plan here. I'm actually going to try and keep forcing him to attack Tamiyo, which isn't too bad. We're going to... I think I'll just end here. I'd rather crack back for 6, and that way knowing that I'm not going to lose a wolf on this. So, for example, I know Sigarda can get in there for 6 to Tamiyo. That's not why I don't really care about that much. I'm actually probably gonna, I can then also play a Tamiyo, if he kills my other one, play a Tamiyo minus it, draw 2 cards. Because right now I'm kind of sitting on fluff, I'm not really happy with it. Somberwald Sage, okay. Well, that's a really good guy. Luckily, he has no cards in hand, so. So he's going to come at me. I'm going to flash in Restoration Angel. I'm going to miss the trigger and just declare blocks. So now I go on the crackback for 8. Keep Trostani tapped, which is good. And I save myself some life. I might actually consider now, since he doesn't consider a threat, I'll probably just draw 2 with Tamiyo. Although, I don't know. That's a tough decision, actually. So I'm just drawing straight lands here, which is a little unfortunate. Let's see, Trostani lets him populate. He has nothing, though. He actually he missed the trigger on Somberwald Sage, right? Equal to toughness. Yep, he could have gained a life. Not if it's relevant. I don't know if it is or not. I think I'm going to set the counters down to 5. Draw 2. So Azurius Charm, not too bad. A little cantrip. 7. Pump. I can Azurius Charm his Trostani. I'm probably just going to leave that open, so... I think I don't hesitate here and just get in there. And that'll be it. This is such a confusing deck. I'm very confused what's going on with his deck right now. Not my deck, his deck. I guess Sigarda just being one of the best creatures in the format is pretty sweet. So, that's cool. Sure, that's fine. So he just realizes now that he missed the trigger on that for the Somberwald Sage entering the battlefield with Trostani. Good for me. He's probably just going to go Sigarda you, which I'm okay with. I'll cantrip with Azurius Charm. Probably draw again with Tamiyo, because I have enough blocks with my wolves. A little frustrated, actually, because I'm not hitting what I need. So he's going to go both. I'm going to go block your Trostani. Jump that in the yard. I think actually last turn I might have missed to create a Garruk token, a wolf token with my Garruk. That may have happened. That may cost me the game. Probably not, but we'll see. Alright, Syncopate. Way to come late to the party here. I'll just set these down to 3 and... one more. Draw 2. Restoration Angel. Do I want to live? Of course I do. Make a wolf. I can attack for 2... Hold on, let me do some quick math. So I can put blocks on Trostani. Actually, I don't have to block the Somberwald Sage, but I definitely have to block Trostani. So I'll attack. Again, like that, force him. Sure, that's fine. You go down to 2. A little unfortunate for me, I'm too short. I'll be able to block the Trostani, do whatever. So I guess we'll just pass here. Unfortunately, I don't think he can really play anything because I have Syncopate for days with all this land, but we'll see. I guess anything's possible. Oh my goodness, so much land. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if he activates Gavony Township here, I can just flash in my Restoration Angel, block the Sigarda, use my Wolf token to block Trostani, and we'll be good to go. So hopefully I can get him on the craft back. So here we go. Lucky for me, I drew Restoration Angel. Yay, okay, so game 2. Alright. Yeah, I guess he kind of knew once I have enough blockers, he can't survive the attack back, so. Well, he is running a good amount of ramp, so I don't really want to race him to Sigarda. I also probably don't care that much about Negate either. I definitely want the Supreme Verdict in. I don't know if I necessarily want... I don't know. I didn't really see much. Let's see. Sigarda... lands, powerful lands, mana ramp, Trostani, Restoration Angel. I mean, I don't know. probably put in the Supreme Verdict. Probably go ahead and take out an Azorius Charm. Don't find that particularly good. I still like the Syncopates a little bit. Maybe Dissipate might not be too bad, so maybe I'll take out another Azorius Charm, put in a Dissipate. And let's see. Or maybe just take out both the Centaur healers. I don't know how relevant they are either. I guess gaining life's a little bit important, but I do have Thragtusk. And then again, I don't know, if I have 3 mana and I want to hold up Dissipate mana, Centaur Healer kind of becomes irrelevant. So maybe we'll just take out all the Centaur Healers, bring in the Dissipate, and maybe bring in one Sigarda. It couldn't hurt. I know I said I didn't really want to rush into it, but we'll try it anyway. Because, I mean, he can get to it so much quicker than I can. Also, he's on the play. But if I can board wipe his Sigardas, play my own Sigarda, that makes his almost waste, just a complete waste. And I only have 1, so I don't really care too much if it does. Oh, well, this is something lesson to be learned. I will definitely mulligan this hand. Okay. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I actually forgot to sideboard out that Centaur Healer, even though I said I was going to do it. So I actually mulled. So we're going to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too bad. Yeah, he's just mulliganing to Oblivion, so he doesn't seem too happy. I'll just keep it for the hell of it. I have 3 lands, so I'll just go eventually Infinite Thragtusks, and hopefully he doesn't have to turn 1 Arbor Elf. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Yay, more land. So we'll just go Hallowed Fountain, pass. Next turn I'll probably go Hinterland Harbor, Farseek into... I don't really know. Doesn't really matter at this point. I have all the mana I need in terms of what colors. Thalia. Well, that's annoying. Okay, I guess it's not too bad. I'll just go Temple Garden, pass here. Maybe he's actually seeing cards. Again, he's only on, right now, 2 cards. But that's a very good card. So if the other card in his hand is a Sigarda, I can lose this game very quickly. Sure, so I'm going to take 2 here. And let's see. Jace. Not the best right here, so we're just going to Farseek. So let's see, I have already Hallowed Fountain. I'll probably just get another Temple Garden here, just for the hell of it. It's actually good, because now I can play this Jace on time, because I had the turn 3 mana accelerant, so I can play the turn 4 Jace. Otherwise, I'd be playing turn 5 Jace. So this is probably a Sigarda. I could be wrong, but actually for 6, Armada Wurm. That's pretty good. So I think what I'll do next is probably go Thragtusk, and then follow up with a second Thragtusk, and we'll just hope that we get there. I mean, he has no cards in hand. If he doesn't draw a land, then he can't activate his Township, so I'll just block his Armada Wurm for days, hopefully. Also, he doesn't get to a Restoration Angel, because if he has Restoration Angel, that's really not good for me either. So, unfortunately, I'll shock myself here. Go up to 19, and just end the turn. This way I can block his Armada Wurm. It prevents Thalia from attacking, which is good. So I pretty much turn off his Thalia attack and just have to take 5 this turn, which I've already gained 5, so... or at least gain 3 in essence, but I can at least kill his Armada Wurm. Unfortunately, I'm really hoping he doesn't rip the top deck Restoration Angel or the land. I know those are a lot of things to ask for, but I guess he's entering attacks. So I'm going to do what I think I'm going to do and just block the Armada Wurm. and gonna be pretty upset if he flashes in that restoration. Okay, good. So I take 7. Okay. That's good for me, actually. Oh, okay, that thing has trample. Sure. What do I make? Beast tokens? Do these things make beast tokens? Sure, why not, right? Cool. Okay, so here we go. Restoration Angel is actually really good here, so my plan is probably just go infinite Thragtusks. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't think he has anything too in store for me. But then again, I don't really know what's in the deck. Unless he doesn't have the appropriate mana to play it, and it's not a creature, that's the only thing I can think of, because Somberwald Sage definitely gives him enough. 7 mana. Angel of Serenity. So this goes to exile. I get to keep the beast, so because I lose a Thragtusk. And when Thragtusk leaves, I get the beast. So, oh, that's not good, because now Armada Wurm token. I actually don't remember if it has trample. I think it does. Okay. I think I still block here. Let's see, if I don't block, I take 5. Yeah, I definitely block here. Okay. Because now I'm not officially dead on board. Okay. Well, that's very unfortunate for him, but a sweet top deck for me. So he's going to actually be able to get his Armada Wurm back, but he won't be able to cast it, which is great. So we're just going to go, boom, Supreme Verdict. Wipe your board. Oh, okay, I have to pay 1 more, right. So I'm going to get my Thragtusk back, which is sweet. He's going to get his Armada Wurm back, but he can't cast it, so again, I'm not too worried. So once again, Supreme Verdict saves the day for the control player. Yep. Sure. So Somberwald Sage actually allows him to do degenerate things with his Armada Wurm. I think I actually just go Jace here. He knows I have Thragtusk, and I like to get a couple activations out of Jace. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And probably going to set the counters down on him. Ooh, Detention Sphere is great. I will take that, which is my assumption. What he's going to separate. Sphere and lands. Yeah, we're going to take the Sphere here. And we'll just go pass. So the nice thing about this Jace is, as I mentioned, I can play it now. I don't have to worry about being attacked or even it dying. So he's probably going to go cast Armada Wurm, or even Sigarda at this rate. 6, I'm guessing that's Armada Wurm. He's going to make another token, which is fine. I can Thragtusk, gain life, block his Armada Wurm. And even if I wanted to, I could weaken his Armada Wurm creatures, which I might actually do for this long run game. Where are all the abilities? I guess these don't have abilities. Let me just, real quick, because I don't think it actually puts a copy of it into play. I just want to make sure, because if it does, then I could Detention Sphere and pretty much get ahead. So I'll put a 5/5 green worm with trample into play. Alright. Actually, we'll probably just do this. Because top deck verdicts are good. And I think this is where we just start to take over. Okay, that's fine. These control matches are a little tedious at times because my win conditions aren't always in my hands, and I have to go digging through my deck. Luckily, I do happen to have some of them, which is good. What does this do? It's legendary. Populate. Okay. Probably just tap 5 here, play Thragtusk, get myself a little bit higher up in life, and we'll just pass the turn. Actually, no. Sorry. Alright, it's fine. Already passed. So I guess what's good is he can swing with Trostani here, pump with Gavony Township, which he's doing right now, make it a 3/6. I go to blocks, my Thragtusk dies, but if he's swinging at Jace, which I'm guessing he is, I probably still want to block, unfortunately. So let's see. Yeah, so what I missed at the end of my turn, or main phase 2, should have plus my Jace or minus my Jace, either one, just so I could have gotten another activation out of it. This actually forces me to block with my Thragtusk, but I don't think I will, so I'll just let Jace die. So I want to keep my Thragtusk alive so I can Restoration Angel all the turns forever. Yeah, let's attack for 5. Bam. Since he does have 1 card in hand, I'll probably just Attention Sphere his Trostani, because I don't want to deal with that crap. And we'll just pass. So no cards in hand, 3-turn clock. Maybe we'll get there, who knows. I'm assuming we will, just because I can end of turn Restoration Angel, gain 5 life again, get a Beast token. That puts 11 power on the board on this swing, so that puts him on a 2-turn clock instead. So here we go. Restoration Angel, Thragtusk. Make some stuff. Get a Beast, gain some life. And get a Tamiyo, so that's pretty sweet. So I guess we'll just go into attacks here. Attack for 11. Okay, and second main phase, this might lock it up for you. He might actually scoop, so we'll see. I mean, he really has to find some answer in the next turn to win, so. Here he goes. Top deck. I mean, even still, I have Dissipate mana up, so I can just counter it if he does go to play it. Alright, that's game. So there you have it. Bant Control versus Selesnya something. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next week.